So imagine you're in a garden. So this game, the objective is to catch a mouse. So you imagine you see a mouse in your garden. You want to catch it. You want to catch the mouse before it moves away and disappears. Every time you click on the mouse, which is basically catching it, you get 1 point. See, as you can see, when I click on it, the variable score goes up by 1. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell to receive the latest updates from this channel. You've seen the demo of the game Catching the Mouse like we showed earlier, so now we're going to be working on the game Catching the Mouse. So in Catching the Mouse, we'll be learning these following concepts in Scratch: broadcasting messages using pick random, variables using if-then-else statements. Now let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, we have a new project. First, let's rename it to Catching the Mouse. Okay, so we really don't need the Scratch cat right now. We can choose the mouse sprite. We can also rename the mouse to mouse, just regular mouse. And we might want a background to garden rock. This is the background we chose. So first, we want to make 2 variables. The 2 variables we want to make is catch and score. Catch is for the catching the mouse, and score is to count the score every time you catch the mouse. So catch, and you want it for all sprites. And we want to make score. And this one's also for all sprites. And we want to keep the check for score, so then it'll show up on there. But since we don't want catch to show up, we can uncheck it and it'll be gone. And we can move the score up here. Next, we'll be making the code for the mouse. So we always need a when flag clicked. We always want to set the variables to 0 in the beginning, so you won't have like a score in the beginning. So we're going to set the score to 0, and we also want to set the catch to 0. Next, we want the code for the mouse. Again, okay, so this time we'll add a wait for 0.5 seconds to give the game a small pause. Then we will bring in a forever loop. Everything inside the forever loop will go on forever until the stop is clicked. So we want to wait 0.5 seconds to let the player know the game has started. And we also want the forever loop. And now we want to code for the mouse. So we need an if-then-else statement. Does anyone know what an if-then-else statement is? I gave you some time to think of what an if-then-else statement is. You can pause if you want more time. So since it's kind of hard to see the 0.5, I'll add the 0 to make it 0.5 so it's easier to see. So does anyone know what an if-then-else statement is? If you know, if you guessed it right, an if-then condition, if-then-else condition means if the condition in here matches, then it will execute the code right here. If it doesn't, then it will execute the code over here. So now we'll move on to some more code for the mouse. So we'll need to go to the operators. We'll be picking the pick random, and we will need this operator, the pick random 1 to 10, and also the equal condition operator. So next we want to bring in the condition, the equal one, into here. So we also want to use the variable catch. So if the catch is equal to 0, which means it hasn't catched, then that means it will go to this random position. Maybe we can go to this position. We need the pick random. We can go to maybe -160 and to 160. And for the Y, we can also go to -160, 160. Okay. So next, we'll be adding some more code to the else statement and the if then statement. So if it goes to that random position, it will show so you can see it. Then it'll wait 1 second so you can have a chance to catch the mouse. And then it'll hide again and go to a new random position. Else, if they catch it, then wait 1 second. So next we'll want, if this sprite is clicked. This is the command, so if you click the mouse, this is what will happen under, okay? So if you click the mouse, it'll change the score by 1. So the score will go back up by 1 if I click on it. It'll change the catch by 1, letting them know that you've caught them. You can set the catch to 1, set the catch to 1, letting them know that you caught it. And it can say you got me for 1 second to let you know that you got it. And we can hide after that, and then it'll broadcast a new message, maybe called show again. Next, we want to, what else is in the code? What is the difference between change score by 1 and set catch to 1? I'll give you some time to think about that question. Time's up. So a change means it'll go up by how much number you put into here, and set is what it'll set to right here. That's the number it'll set to in here, in this variable. So finally, we need to let it receive the show again message. Wait 1 second. We can set the catch back to 0. Now, after you're done with the code, please click the green flag so you can start the game. You can try out your game. And you can add some sound effects, other sprites in the game to make it more fun. As you can see, when you run it, it says you got me. It hides, show again. And the score goes up by 1 every time. This function right here is restarting the catch, so then it will disappear and come back again, and it'll automatically set it back to 0 in this part of the code. So thank you guys for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to see all our latest uploads, and thank you for watching.